Peter. The Splatfest is here.
You know, I kind of figured, with a name like Frosty Fest and the kind of more holiday, snowy theme, all that the next Splatfest would probably happen before New Year's, or at least when I was on my winter break, you know. They've been the fests have been coming out a little more fluently, a little more quickly. But no, nothing in December, which meant the last one I was in my apartment, I thought I'd get to do the next one back home. No. Turns out they would wait till the first, right after the first week back at college. Great. But oh well, at least I'm used to it. At least it's nothing new. But yeah, we got the new fest. It's the Frosty Fest, the very return. I never actually did them back in Splatoon 2. I didn't play any of them, so this would be a fun experience for me. Kind of the same as Splatoween. And this time, we got an interesting enough idea for the Splatfest. It's who do you spend the holidays with? Friends, family, or solo? And this is a weird one because it's not like there's like an objective answer here. They're all like equally as good. This is less of like a which is the best and more of like a survey. Which I think is kind of interesting because it's like, I don't know, it feels like we're less fighting for the best, for what's the best, and more just we're fighting for like bragging rights, I guess. Which is always the case, but still. And right now, solo is leading by a fucking lot. What the hell? I knew they were leading, but that's a lot. But really, I mean, it makes sense. When you spend the holidays with yourself, what else are you gonna do other than grind conch shells? This is no indication of who's gonna win, alright? And look, just because someone wins the sneak preview does not mean they're gonna win. We know this. Doesn't matter how much you win. You just gotta win certain key categories. And there's nothing you can do about it, because it's a group effort. So just play how you want, have fun, enjoy the Frosty vibes, stay frosty, and let's try to enjoy this Splatfest. Nice. But yeah, you can see I'm on Team Family because I cannot lie. I do spend the holidays with my family. Went back for winter break and all that to see them. Finally got to go back to, like, the big family get-together for the first time in 5 years. Used to be a yearly thing for me, but you know what happens. So that was nice. Ohana means family. Yes, sir. I'm actually wearing the wrong gear. I forgot, I was doing stuff offline. Let me grab something real quick. I definitely wasn't testing a certain glitch that's been going around for potential thumbnails for later. Ah, yes. We are looking quite dashing and dapper, as we should be. Because for this specific and there's like a frosty glare on the screen. It's great. Hope that's in the matches. Messes me up. There is a specific goal we're gonna have for the Splatfest, and it's just to enjoy ourselves. We're not gonna get too caught up in wins or losses or whatever. We're going to spread the frosty holiday cheer, even though it is well past Christmas. We're just going to enjoy ourselves. And as a member of Team Family, we will support our family. Because as you see, we're going to be rolling with the Dapple Dualies. I was kind of racking my brain on what to actually use this Splatfest. I wasn't really sure what fit the mood, but honestly, I just kind of wanted to go like in the realm of support, and this feels like the best, or at least the best option. Oh, look how glittery our ink is. That is amazing. Because for our special, as soon as I can roll it up here, for the special, we've got the Tacticooler. Refreshments, as always. So it's always good to be getting refreshments, and we're going to be giving them out all the time. And on top of that, we got the point sensor, so that people can just splat jump to ourselves or wherever. We're going to be focusing on support. Though, the Dapple Dualies are actually pretty good at dealing damage. I mean, 3 shots at a decent range. The grazing someone, I think, takes about 4. And then when we do the dash, our aim gets a little more focused for like a second. I've been using this for a little bit to practice. It's honestly pretty good. I've been getting good results with it, so this should be good for us. Even though we're playing a support role, and we should focus on that because our range is piss poor. I mean, look at this. Look, barely. Okay. I thought about using a splatter scope or like the E-leader out of anger, but my aim is not that good. So I want to at least be competent, even though we're focusing on support. A good way of being support, outside of just buffing my teammates and giving them jump spots, is also being good and like taking people out and saving them from the enemy. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. As for how we're going to be queuing up, I'm kind of good. I mean, we'll do some open. I guess we should try to balance it. Or maybe not, because not that I'm necessarily going for it, because I'm honestly probably not going to be streaming for that long. I've had a headache all day. It's just one of those days where you wake up with it and you can't get rid of it. I also may or may not be out of painkillers, which I can't get because there's a snowstorm outside. I could go to the store and get some, but I can't. So, yeah, I didn't think that far ahead. So I'm doing fine. We're doing fine now. It's still lingering a bit, but I got some decaf coffee here. I'm feeling mostly fine. Just put in a couple hours, not focus too hard, not try hard or anything. I won't specifically go for a times 100 because there's really no reason for me to. So we'll play a bit in the open, play in the pro, I guess. Well, actually, I might focus more on pro, but I think for now, let's just do open. Oh, I thought those were the ghosts. No, it's like a little Christmas cookie thing. And the snowflakes. It's nice to see the ornaments that were around in, like, Splatoon still appear. I wonder if they're the same spot. I wonder if they were just like, okay, use the same exact pattern, but with new objects. I'm pretty sure this is, like, different, but who knows. Also, with the Tacticooler, I can't show it off now, you gotta be careful, because if you place it too close to a wall, it will disappear. I've learned that the hard way. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. Oh, it's so frosty. It's just a shame we have to start off in Wahoo World. I know we're trying to have fun here, but maybe not here. I mean, hey, I don't mind Wahoo World. And if anything, it'll be a good way to practice using the point sensor and all that. Or, I mean, the squid beacon. I always call things the point sensor, even though I don't think I've ever really used it. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and low ink. Pop that there. Never mind. Oh! I would love to support my teammates, but there's no one around. I guess I technically separated from them. Let's go ahead and pop over. Very well done, lads. Okay, now I should be placing my beacons. Don't want to push too far ahead. If there's anything I've been running into lately, it's being on teams that push way far ahead because they get bored, and then we ended up eating shit because of it, so let's try not to do that. Yeah, that's a piss poor range. I'm not going to be able to get those guys. Unless I could have just waited. I could have just waited for the wall and walked across, but no. You see what I mean? Impatient. Hey, dually. Double dually. I should not have lived that. Gotta get back with the crew. Okay, I'll go this way. Shit, where's my... Okay, my team's... Okay, my team's here. Okay, I can just... Homeboy, you gotta... Okay, I'm... Thank you. I was waiting for the assist. Oh, we've got all of these. I'm not the only one with them. Okay. Still, don't want to get too offensive. I'll help. A splattered flesh. The holy flesh. On this holiest of Splatfests. Yeah, why not? I have a feeling we lost that. No, not at all. What is this? Oh, okay, this specific... Closer than I thought, though. This specific greening... Or, green. Colorblind. This specific gold and blue reminds me of, like, the cover of This Is It by The Strokes. It's a very specific color. Or at least that was the first thing that came to mind for me. I think we're gonna be doing just fine. Just fine this Splatfest. Also, as far as the sneak preview goes, for conches, I did do a little bit. I did get some conches on my own. Like, it wasn't just a... I don't know. I got a few. Just because I did kind of grind up my, the hat and the shoes. And the tee. I grinded it up a bit just to make sure if I had something, like, decent at the start. And even going with the assist, I have special up for the clams. Which, I don't know, the clams, I don't really have any other better shoes to go with the hat. Again, this is the problem picking outfits for Splatfest. You can never really... Because you always have to wear the tee. It's kind of hard to mix and match with them. The shoe... I don't know, the shoes, out of what I had, felt like it matched the best for the fancy thing going on. Maybe the school shoes, but eh. Plus, I already have them. I already grinded them up. So I just went with the clams. Also, speaking of the hat, this is... already left equipped, but I'll show it off. This was part of a set of equipment that is being given out for free. You can tell I haven't streamed in a while because of all the time I need to think to talk. But there's a couple different hats and stuff we got that you could get for free. We got the coral wreath, the hat, the mask, and of course our hat. Kind of an odd selection, but it works. I think it works well enough. Sure. And it was the same as, like, the other ones. You just go to the news. It would be, like, somewhere down here. Yeah, right here. You just go down to the news and... Yeah, all of these. Oh, yeah, the crown. Where was that? And then you just... I think it would be right here. And it just gives them... You can get it at the terminal. It's all that. It's nice. And so we will continue to be fancy. Because is there nothing more fancy than splatting around with your pals and helping them prosper? Yes. Also, speaking of friends and the Splatfest itself, I should talk about that. But first off, let me show the art. It's always lovely seeing the new Splatfest art. It's always so good. I love the art we get for this stuff. Though I will say, I feel like it's kind of friend-focused. Because, I mean, it's the three. Maybe they see themselves as a family, I don't know. But certainly it's not solo. And especially considering how hard Shiver was pushing for the three to hang out as friends in the actual Splatfest announcement. The actual... I should really show off the announcement stuff. Or the announcement dialogue for this game. It's always just so... It's great. But yeah, is it not more friend-focused? I can't help but feel like there's a bias. But no, we're not. We're not losing the Splatfest again. We're not losing another Splatfest. We're gonna fucking win, damn it. I know we're not trying, but that doesn't mean I can't have hope. Got him. Okay. I'm still not entirely sure how to get that, but I'm glad it worked out there. Yeah, as for the, being on Team Family myself, I feel like Family probably will be the most popular just because, I mean, it's family. I mean, I don't know, I feel like family and holidays are kind of synonymous. Friends are for sure too, but not everyone has friends. Well, I guess not everyone has a family either. Well, now I gotta think about this. Oh wow, we left a lot of this. Okay. But I mean, if I wasn't on Team Family, I'd be lying, because outside of like one Christmas, I did spend all the holidays with my family. Now that said, the one Christmas I did spend away from my family was one of my favorite Christmases. Which is a little sad because I also did work that day. But it's like, you know, it's all right. You get to see your friends at work. Not necessarily hanging out with them, kind of, but you know how it is. If you've ever worked on the holidays, you know how it is. I remember I had planned, because I had a gift card, or maybe not. I have the gift card now. Maybe I didn't then. I had planned to go to Five Guys. Because whenever I go to Five Guys, it's like to treat myself. Because I don't always like spending the amount you gotta when you go there, even though it is good. Like, it's always worth it, but... Oh yeah, this special. We'll talk about this special. Fuck. Clutch it out. See, they didn't look at that little corner in the bottom right. They didn't ink. Look how they lost because of it. Hit him with the 444. Are you hearing that wonderful holiday music? It's great. Frosty Fest is a blast. Yeah, for that Christmas, I was going to go to Five Guys, but my stomach wasn't feeling totally great. So I'm like, I'll just go home and throw a pizza in the oven, whatever. If I feel like it, which I did. And then I did that. And then I saw Klaus on Netflix, because it had just come out that year. And it was awesome. And what a wonderful Christmas that was. And that was when I forget if that was when or after I had built my computer, the one I still have now. So it was a very memorable time for me. So I look back on that fondly. And also it was just nice because, again, I had spent pretty much every Christmas with my family before then, so having a break from that, especially the big family gathering, which could get awkward. You know, when you have certain older relatives saying things they really shouldn't, who may or may not be around anymore because they didn't have the best safety precautions, let's say. Yeah, going back to the family gathering this year was much less awkward. Oh, hey, there we go. 3 rounds in, and we're at times 10. And if we lose it, that's just fine. I'm gonna keep telling myself that. Just gotta keep going on. It's not copium if I set my expectations accordingly and appropriately. So even though I had only spent that one Christmas by myself, and even then I still saw some of my family because like they came back that night, and I saw them a bit, but it was still mostly me by myself. It was very nice to have. But outside of that, it has always been family, so I feel like it would be wrong to be anything else. Also, God, I just love the ink colors that are going on the Splatfest. It's like, so this almost reminds me of the Chaos vs. Order Splatfest, just with the the glittery white and gold. It's real nice. I love when instead of like getting the regular ink, it's kind of like the gel glitter you get sometimes in those like plastic tubes, the squishy plastic tubes. You know the ones I'm talking about? Yeah, the good times. Yes. Went from 1 down to an even trade. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up a bit, do my supporting job. I don't really know how much this is supporting, but hey, it helps. My team's doing good without me. Did anyone else forget this is a ×10 match? I did too. They really should put like an indicator during the match, like at the top of the screen or something, that just says, hey, you're playing a ×10 match. Oh. Just save the special. Get the fuck away from me. Okay. Did he get all of us in one shot? Holy shit. I'll booyah to that. God damn. I ain't even mad. That was just impressive. Okay, I still got it out. Okay, good. I don't think anyone's gonna get it, but... Oh yeah, they might have railed us. I was gonna say maybe because they didn't ink their stuff properly, but we didn't totally, fully. Dude, even the loss song is still so jolly and magical. Hello, sorry for bothering. I wanted to offer promotion of band. That's a ban. Ban the fucker. How do I do this? I don't know. I need to get better with this whole Twitch thing. Or maybe I shouldn't, considering they're kind of going down the shit hole, but, oh yeah, stop. There we go. Ban him. Right in OBS. I can only do it in OBS. That's the only way I know how, because I make it convenient. You know what, let's go back. Let's go to pro. Why not? No harm, no foul. Look, people in open are doing fine on their own. They got their family. I'm sure they got plenty of people they can join squads with and play, but the solo people, they need people to have their backs, and I got it for them. But look, like, to reiterate on what I said at the start, there really isn't a best choice for the Splatfest. Again, it's more of a survey than like a... And people fighting for bragging rights rather than like which one is actually the best. Because these are all valid. Like you can spend Christmas on your own, or the holidays on your own. It's perfectly normal. Perfectly acceptable. Same with spending it with friends, or family. Or a mix of all. Which I guess is kind of what I did in that one Christmas, but oh well. Oh my god, I keep knocking off this fucking... I keep knocking my pop filter, which is really annoying. Because while I'm at my apartment, I have it turned the other way around, and it's more susceptible to, like, getting lowered. It's real frustrating. Oh, well. But yeah, most important thing during the holidays is that you are enjoying yourself. And that you're staying holly, you're staying jolly. And even if you don't like being holly or jolly, just that you're treating yourself in a good way. Whoa! So we're gonna be getting rollered a lot this match, I can feel. Just take it nice and slow, go a little bit easy. Kill everything. I'm a holly jolly man. We're supporting our teammates, we're having a good time, we're spreading joy. It's the Frosty Fest, damn it. Or I'm sorry, dang it. Do that one more time, buddy. That's where you're wrong. You're a bitch. You're such a bitch. Handsome. Well, whoever's next to that handsome lad must be just as handsome. Must be one lucky fella. Roll it back. You have no idea how twisted my arms are. Oh, it's the handsome lad. See, look at that. They're using my thing. It's important. Yeah, unless there's no way we get out of this. Gee, maybe if I could play a decent amount for the first half of the round, that could have been fun. But you know, it's one match out of a million we'll play. So to continue on with the holiday theming, oh, 209, that's great. To continue on with the holiday theming, we had set up the Christmas tree at our house, because I was over for Thanksgiving. We did it like the day after Thanksgiving, which happened to be, oh, I forgot, hang on a sec. I have the wrong thing. This is why things haven't been going well for us. Oh, listen to that. What do they call that? Cat core? I don't know. I forgot to give the double EXP boost. I saw the stuff from when I was grinding. Much better. So yeah, we were setting that up, and they just put on whatever on the TV, and I guess it so happened that they decided on Home Alone 2. Which I think is lovely, because if you ask me what my favorite Christmas movie is, it's Home Alone 1 and 2. I mean, 1 is, like, the better movie, but I still think 2 is really good, and it still has that big holiday vibe, so I do really, I really love those movies. They're ones I always try to watch every Christmas. It was nice. Got to pretty much watch the whole movie during then. It reminded me, oh yeah. Isn't that always great when you can go back to something you think you really like, and then you watch it, or play it, or whatever, and then you're like, yep, that's just as good as I remember it. And sometimes it's even better than you remember it, because like, I recently finished replaying Kirby Planet Robobot. I played it during the carpool to Christmas with the family. Because I guess the 3DS Kirby games are just games I like to replay whenever I have nothing to do during a car trip to Chicago. And, well, I didn't beat it on the way there. I played most of it. And beat it a little time after. And you know what? That game is maybe even a little better than I remember it. And I think it cemented the fact that it is peak Kirby for me. And I really don't think that anything will ever hit the same. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a lot of Kirby games, but that one, it's just so good. And I think even just things outside of like the game itself just helped cement it as like being a favorite for me. Like just where I was, just really made that game shine out and stick out for me in my head. And this is where I will bring up, I was going to start the stream a little earlier, but I, for whatever reason, they which is kind of related to Planet Robot, they kind of decided to... Oh, right, that happens, yep. Yeah, new specials. At 8 o'clock today, they premiered episode 11 of the Siva Gunner Christmas thing. And I'm like, now? During Splatfest. But like, I was not gonna miss that because, brother, it's been 6 years since the last one. I mean, there have been like side stuff and like half things, but not like the actual like straight up next episode. So you know I was there day one for it. This feels like exactly what the last match was like, except now I'm throw it right behind you. Yeah. Hey, wait, what's this? Maybe I shouldn't have been talking shit. We shouldn't have been talking shit. Oh, but when we push forward, we lose for it. And it's not like I can use the, oh, it's the first stream, things just go bad for us on the first stream. Because that's been proven to not be true. Especially after last time. I think it was last time. Oh well. Yeah, well, I should mention the new specials. We got, there has been an update since last time for the Frosty season. We got 2 new specials, the return of the Splashdown, which I always like the Splashdown, so I'm really glad they brought it back. Which is kind of weird, because it was in the single player. But it was the original version. Like, it was the one without the added fists. Now there's 2 added fists along with you. And you gotta shoot them all down if you don't want to deal with it. But it's cool. I'm not using it this time because I'm dishing out the refreshments. But it's cool, it's fun, I like it. And then the other one is the splat screen, or whatever it's called, which actually had a bit of an issue because the way it worked is basically if you run into it, like you can shoot through it, but if you run into it, it kind of like makes you colorblind so you can't see the ink. Ooh, other refreshments. The problem with it though was it was a very headache-inducing effect for some people. Like, it was legitimately, like, a problem. So people were, like, just straight up not using it because they didn't want to, like, mess with people like that. I did have a video of showing it off, but I don't remember where I put it. Point is, there was an update to fix it, thankfully, but it still has some weird stuff about it. I think people are mostly fine with it, but there's still some issues. Kind of a shame, kind of a weird thing to see, but I mean, otherwise, it's a pretty neat special. You stop that. Nice. Also, as far as other things added in the update, new stage. One being one of the originals from Splatoon 1, which I didn't realize was an original from Splatoon 1 until I actually went back and checked some stuff out. So that's great to see. And then actual new stage, I played on them. They're fun. A lot of good stuff this update. Oh, look at that. A lot of good stuff this update. The only thing I would say is outside of like a couple special things, there's no new clothes. I'm already getting this, dude. You can leave. Fuck your blah 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 bullshit. I'm already getting it. I'm the support here. Fuck off. But yeah, no new clothes, so I still don't get my sweater. I figured, you know, the striped sweater would have been great to have during a nice, cold, chilly, frosty season. I guess not. But maybe next time. Maybe it doesn't... And you know what? It doesn't matter. Because they could always add it the next time. Because you know what they say? The best time to wear a striped sweater is all the time. I feel like I did nothing. I feel nothing. Maybe it's the hat, I don't know. Maybe this kind of hat just makes people not really feel anything. And the gold and all that. It changes a squid. Yes. But yeah, I don't think I'm probably not gonna be streaming for too long. I mean, I'm having a good time and all that, but again, bit of a headache. Though I will say I'm happy enough with how much I've actually streamed this game. Asian Jeff. Does he happen to know Chinese Mike? But I will say, yeah, like, I'm happy with the amount I've actually streamed Splatoon 3, because on my Twitch recap, I was actually in the top 10% of Splatoon 3 streamers, which sounds cooler than it is, because really, the top percentage is basically just, the amount you've played it. So in terms of people playing Splatoon 3 on Twitch, I was in the top 10, but not in terms of, like, any other statistic. Which, hey, if anything, I'm still appreciative of that. That means I've been grinding. I've been putting in the work. Like what we've been doing here has done something, I guess. Whatever. I don't know. Point is, I've been streaming Splatoon 3 a lot. I've been playing Splatoon 3 a lot. In fact, outside of maybe TF2, this is maybe the game I've played the most last year. And I'm kind of cool about that. I think besides that, it was Tears of the Kingdom, which I put like 68 hours in. Splatoon 3, I think it was like 135 or something? I don't know. The Nintendo recap thing was like... Because it's based on the Switch clock or whatever, and it's not like the most accurate thing. Because, like, there's some games that are on there that are, like, certainly not... I haven't not played as much or as little of. Mostly as little of, I think. I don't know how... Like, I really don't know how Nintendo made a time tracking thing worse than on the 3DS and Wii U. Actually, I don't really know about the Wii U's. Maybe that one wasn't as good. But the 3DS's was really good. I don't know how you go to the Switch and it's just worse. And just doesn't track as accurately. Especially just as, like, a gaming device or technological device that released in 2017. Like, I feel like they would have their shit together better, but I guess not. Maybe it's online related, I don't know. But point is, I played a lot of Splatoon 3 last year, TF2, Tears of the Kingdom, which I still haven't beaten. Maybe halfway through. I'm not pushing ahead. I'm gonna support my damn team. Whoa! Homeboy, why are you going for me? See, maybe they could have brought it back, but I want you to look right at their base. And look at the amount... Okay, well, it's actually mostly covered, but there's still quite a bit of holes. I guess we have about as much. I don't know. I'm picky about... Actually, to be fair, because we missed this spot as well. So, I guess we just gotta focus more on this as a collective. We really do. Actually, as far as the Nintendo recap goes, I think I have the image. I could probably pull it up. Oh, of course it pulls on my other monitor, which is closed right now. Oh, the joys of streaming on 2 monitors instead of 3. If only I could have... If only this happened while I was still at home. Let's see. No, it is pretty far down there. Oh, here it is. The one that looks like it's got the Target logo on it. Yep, I played 220 or 288 hours total, which really isn't that much for me. 24 games total, which is less. They're both less than last year. Action was my most played thing, 46%. Shooting 23%, adventure 19%. Role-playing 8%. Did not do a lot of role-playing RPGs on my Switch. Really just in general, except for one, which I'll talk about. Music 2%, which is entirely theater rhythm. And then party 2%, which I don't know what that was. On God, if that is being counted because of Smash, I'm gonna lose it. No, it's not. And yeah, most played games were Splatoon 3, Tears of the Kingdom, and Pokemon Scarlet. Which I guess I wasn't really thinking about, but it makes sense. I mean, because we did stream a good amount of it. Maybe not as much as I could have, but I'm still pretty happy with how that game went for me. And again, I do want to get to the DLC. I thought I would do it on winter break, but I got caught up in video work too much to do that. And part of me was also being like, oh no, they'll announce the Splatfest any day now. Nope. I didn't want to blow my streaming load. Turns out I could have just went whenever I fucking wanted to. Y'all gotta wait for me. Y'all got to wait for me. There's a lot of people! Oh, I didn't mean to fall. I'm still here. Shit, I was just trying to charge up my special so I could go back, but no, 3 people are aiming at me. Ah, good. I'll be honest, I don't like this map. It's not about I play bad or well on it. It's just that whenever a team is getting rolled, it always just feels like if you're getting rolled, you never get to go to the midpoint. I tried, man. Oh yeah, probably should. Fuck's sake! And it's like, I can't support anyone with my fucking range on this shit map. I'm trying to be jolly, damn it. Oh, I probably should pop that there. Throw another splat bomb. I need it. I needed to wrap it. I need to wrap more Christmas gifts, please. I'm begging you. Shit. Fuck! I can't even aim when I get a chance. Maybe it is me. No, I will never admit that. It's not me. It's never me. I'm 100% of the problem 0% of the time. I don't take accountability, I only take dubs. So anyhow, speaking of wrapping presents, presents. Yeah, I wrap presents this holiday. I didn't go too hard with my gift giving this year. I did what I felt like I needed to, and should have, you know, what I should have done, and it was good. It was fun. I got to have the honor of wrapping or giving the biggest present, quote unquote, or at least the biggest box. It was the biggest box, because in reality what was in it was a bottle of wine and a plushie of Makar from Wind Waker. Which worked out really well. It actually worked out very well. Because the opening was just as mysterious and scary as I wanted it to be. And then they were actually very pleasantly happy with the gifts. So it worked out for me. There were 2 gifts I did give out that I personally wanted myself. I gave a coffee warmer. It's like a coaster for your coffee, or a coffee mug that you can put on it, and it'll like keep it warm for hours. And I kind of wanted it myself, but I'm like, no, this would make for a good gift. kind of decided that was just like a general gift I got because it's like I know a lot of people in my family could use that. I decided to give it to my brother because it felt like he could use it a lot. So I'm hoping he gets good use out of it. He seemed to like it. But I kind of want one myself. I just didn't want to buy one at the moment or buy stuff for myself when I was buying gifts. I was prioritizing, so maybe. But also I guess I just realized I didn't need it. Because the most use I get out of it is for during streams when I'm forgetting to drink my coffee. And y'all know how often I stream nowadays. What do you mean this way? I'm doing my job. I'm making turf. What the fuck are you doing over there? No, get him! Get him! Fill him with the Christmas spirit. Man, I gotta say, I know it's not like specifically Christmas, but it's only what's on my brain, because that's what I think of when I think of the holidays and snow and all that. And it's a shame, because Christmas is already like over 2 weeks old at this point. Again, I figured this thing would happen a lot sooner than it did. But they're like, no, middle of January. Why did you run away from me? Why aren't you defending your turf? Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Fuck. What is this? Yeah, this is smart. We got this. We got this. This is it. As far as my other recap goes, I think the only recaps end of year, because again, I'd rather have talked about this earlier, but this is when I decided to stream after New Year's. Or around New Year's, end of the year, whatever. The only other one I have is like my Spotify Wrapped. Rather not talk about it. I'll save that for when I'm talking about music. Or whenever I get to that. We'll get there. Trust me. Oh, yeah, and then the other gift I wanted that I gave was... It was for the gift exchange we did for family. I decided... It was like a... We all had to get something that was between $25 and $30. I went with a blanket. I went with a really nice blanket, and I'm really upset because the more I had to wrap it... It was a bitch to wrap, too. It was very slippery. But the more I touched it... Shiver Sim, I swear we've seen this person before. The more I wrapped it, the more I touched it, the more I wanted to keep it. I would, like, pull my hand away from touching it. I'm like, no, put it back, put it back. I wanted it. But I have a good amount of blankets. I'm good. It was a really comfortable blanket, though. It was really fucking soft. Oh, I see. No, we'll be fine. Okay, don't splash jump. Just walk. That's right. Get away from our little... Fuck off. Give me a second to talk, you piece of shit. I love birds. I love giving gifts. Why don't I give you the bird, buddy? Because you're making me feel real good on this fine Frosty Fest. You know, Tacticooler is a... Why are we all going back here? Tacticooler is a really great special to have, but when two people have it, I don't know. I guess you could stack it well, but it's not quite as good to spam. Oh yeah, this will work out for you. Oh! Wait, what? I had like hit something else and I'm like, is that another object? I don't know, whoever was using that Seeker, or whatever, the walking bomb, felt like they were lagging out a bit, but I think we still won. Nice. Like, just seeing their ink explosion happen like a half a second after they blow up doesn't fill me with confidence. Nice. I have been, outside of Splatfest, actually playing Splatoon a bit more. Whether that just be casually or for dailies or whatever. But also, I've been doing a couple of the challenges. I haven't been focusing too hard on them, but I did, you know. I did the tower... This is the first time I played tower control in a hot minute. And I did okay on it the second time. I basically just did my 5 qualifying matches and that was it. It was fun, though. It was fun. It gives me some confidence that I'll do alright when I actually start doing ranked. Which should be this year, sometime this year. For one reason or another, or for many reasons, this will be a very Splatoon-centric year for me. If things go well, and if I don't get totally swamped with college, because I'm also trying to finish college this year, if I can. Knowing me, there's gonna be some wrench that gets thrown in my plans. In the mechanisms. But I'm gonna try. It's also gonna suck too, because if I want to, I'm gonna have to do like a summer semester or two. And that's always fun, you know? I'd prefer to have like a nice 4-month break where I can build up funds and not think about schoolwork or whatever, but whatever makes me not have to go into the next year thinking, oh boy, what classes do I have now? Booyah. I am actually... I did just finish my first week back for the new semester, and part of me feels like it'll be fine. Like, there's no class... There's only one class I'm not into, and it's my language class, because I figured, oh, it's not going to be too bad. It's a 1,000 level class. It's only 4 credits because, I don't know, for fun. No. It's gonna be a bitch and a half to do, I can already feel it. And it sucks because I know if I can't finish this semester... Alright. If I'm not gonna be able to finish it this semester, I'm just kind of screwed. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. There's that spiteful part of me that also, just because it's not exactly my favorite class to be in, part of me wants to be spiteful and just like... I like how they completely forgot about me because they got the other guy. Just because I like being a spiteful asshole, I kind of just want to... Like, not just learn that language, but learn another, and then just mix them up in class on purpose to mess with people. But that would take a lot of effort. And I'm a very lazy person. I know this. Lazy like a Snorlax, even. Oh. So it's like, yeah, it would be funny, but it would be a lot of effort, and I don't know if I want to do that. Ah. Hello. Do it. Hello. 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 Alright, fine. They were really focusing on me. Hey, speaking of Snorlax, I'm still watching the Pokemon. The Pokemon. Oh, I'm getting old. I'm still watching Pokemon in the morning. It's been a lot of fun. I really did not have to jump that far in order to get this. I really should be helping my team instead. This is a terrible idea. I think if we lost that, that's on me. Yeah, we got screwed. Yeah. Oh. Never mind, I make perfectly good decisions. This is what's keeping me on the nice list. Not the naughty or nice list, but the nice list. It's very weird watching old Pokemon, just seeing how that is. Like, I'm in the middle of the Orange Islands right now. And it's just funny to see some things that are just like, oh, it's just part of the show. And then things that'll like pop up or be mentioned, or certain aspects of an episode or something that'll just like pop up as like a feature in like Sun and Moon or whatever. I'm just like, wait, what? They were ahead of the curve with that shit. What the hell? It's also kind of a weird thing to me that Gotta Catch 'Em All was such a tagline back in the day. When I was watching the show, and Ash took a long time to actually catch more Pokemon. I swear, between like Cinnabar Island and Indigo League, I can't think of him really catching anything. Maybe? I don't remember. And like at the start of Orange Islands, he gets a Lapras, but that was less, oh, I caught you. And more like, I helped you in a bad situation. Now you're on my team. Even though it's kind of like only until like they like find the Lapras's family or whatever, I don't know. It got to the point, and I bring this up mainly because I was reminded from Snorlax, because he actually catches a Snorlax. There was an episode where like a Snorlax was going around eating a bunch of fruit. And like messing with the farmers and all that. And they were trying to figure out solutions, and they were just like, okay, put him to sleep. And then when they did, Ash was like, oh wait, hang on, let me catch him. I'm like, wait, what? That's an option? It had been so long since he actually like properly tried to catch something that I'm like, we can do this? But yeah, it did, and then he did, and he's got a Snorlax. I'm like, oh shit, interesting. It's been good to rewatch Pokemon. I've been, and also I will say I kind of forgot that Team Rocket is in like every episode. I mean like every episode, even if they really probably shouldn't be in there. It's like they had top billing or some shit. It's kind of great though, and I'll give the show props for this. They really know how to keep their introduction fresh. Like, it just feels like they had a lot of fun in trying to figure out how to integrate them into every episode in a fun way. I feel like they almost always succeed. Like, they really are a great part of the show. I'm playing support. Just don't get too far ahead. Do that. Oh. Okay. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to support. I had to save him. And you know what? Now I got the refreshments. I can get in. I'm going around. Fuck him. We got this. We got this. Ugh. The dream was real. It was. The only issue I have with watching or trying to watch Pokemon every day is that sometimes I really only like to watch it if I can like get the time to just chill out, not think about anything and watch it, get my coffee, some nice breakfast, all that. And some days I gotta get up a little too early for that, specifically like if I have a morning shift at work or I got one of my morning classes, which I do like Monday to Wednesday. I'll still do it like after, more as like a, I don't know, as long as it's early enough. As long, you know, something I can do with my morning coffee, you know? But sometimes the thing I use to watch it doesn't quite work because of a bad connection or what have you. Pokemon, sadly, is not the easiest thing to watch, but I got my ways. But sometimes it doesn't work for whatever reason. But if I have those times where it's like, well, I can't watch it, but I want to still watch something in the morning, I figured I need to have we have an Umbreon, we have an Umbreon and they have a Greninja. Interesting. Or Umbreon fan and they have a Greninja. Huh. A lot of Pokemon today. But I've decided to have a backup show, and I just, on a whim, decided to watch Laid Back Camp, or Yuru Camp. I had meant to watch it instead of Pokemon originally, but I was like, no, I want to watch Pokemon. But if I can't, well, now I got a backup show. You're a silly fella, Greninja. Yeah, we'll get all this later, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Look at it now, even. I have only watched one episode because I probably could have. There were a couple times, but I only decided to actually have a backup show enough to watch the first episode. But I really like it. It's super comfortable. Or comfy. I don't know. Comfortable maybe doesn't work the best when you just want to say something's comfy. Even though it's basically the same word, it just doesn't work the same. Probably should, like, do, yeah, something. Oh, you think you're going right up here. I'm nah, sir. Nah, sir. Shoot it here. Please, I'm begging you guys, go over here so I can give you refreshments. I'm trying to help. Okay, good. We're coming back a little bit here. This is not faster than just... Oh, well, whatever. It's fine. It works. Oh, he really... Oh. Just right over the edge. Oh, well. He's using the Splatter Shot Pro. I'm not gonna get angry about it. I'm not getting angry today. I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm not gonna complain about anything happening. Ever. Complaining is a negative trait. I'm a very positive person. It's positive. It's healthy to be positive. It's healthy. I'm definitely not clamping my bony hands very tightly together. That would be negative. We're all about that positivity on this glorious Frosty Fest. That was a times 10, wasn't it? I keep forgetting. We're fine. And you know why I'm gonna stay positive? Because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't? Because it doesn't matter how much I win or lose, the results are gonna be the fucking same. We're here to play. We're here to play. We're here to get up to family champion or ruler, whichever is the higher one. I can never remember. And we're gonna call it a day. We'll have our fun, and that's it. And we're gonna do it all while supporting our family team with a lot of these. And even more of these. Because god damn it, we love our team. It just feels wrong. It just feels wrong. Why? I get it. I get it to not take away from the actual season. Why? It just bugs me that this is in the middle of January. It's wrong. I need it. Like, the vibes are already gone. Like, we're already thinking about Valentine's Day, right, fellas? We're thinking about other things. Whatever, man. It could be worse. It could be July. Everyone knows July is when the discounts happen. It's not about Black Friday or Cyber Monday anymore. You don't get real deals during Black Friday anymore. It's about those Christmas and July deals at retailers going out of business. That's where the real spirit of the holiday lies. And I'll be right back to haunt you. Stop pushing ahead. It's turf war. They could turn around at any second. You're just letting them build special for the end. I've been through this before. I got 2 teammates around me and none of them could help. But hold up. They working. They getting it done. Boomst. Oh, I'll be back. Did I just hear someone squid bagging? No. I don't want to be part of that. Silver and gold. Silver and gold, but mostly gold. Oh yeah, speaking of anime, actually I have a couple of things I could talk about in regards to that. The most recent being, it is time. It has finally arrived, or it is beginning to arrive. Delicious in Dungeon, or Dungeon Meshi, the better name. It's finally coming out. And it's good. It's real good. The first 2 episodes are out. They're coming out weekly. And as someone who has read through the whole manga, as it came, because it only finished a couple months ago, it's real good. I'm really happy with how it's turned out so far. I am watching the dub. Neither of the sub or dub is really working perfectly for me, but I like the dub enough. It's kind of the problem where after you're reading something fully through, you kind of have the voices in your head, so once I actually do it and have voices for it, it's just not going to be the same. But I mean, honestly, the ones I have are good enough, are fairly good. Like, again, it's not one-to-one that was in my head, but it's still, I think, perfectly good. I'm pretty happy with the voices they got and the roles that are being performed. Animation's on point, style is on point. The actual adaptation of the source material is so far very good. Really, I'm just like, this is exactly what I wanted, pretty much. I'm very happy with it so far. And as long as nothing weird happens in regards to how it's being adapted, I'm already gonna tell you, it's a classic. I mean, even regardless of how the show turns out, the manga, since it's already finished, and I can already tell you, it is a classic, so. You can take this as a personal recommendation from me. Go and watch it. You will not be disappointed. You know, I don't particularly like to watch things as they come out because I'm always afraid, oh, they're gonna come out and they're gonna fall off. I'm just gonna be disappointed, frustrated, and feel like I wasted my time But I can assure you, again, unless it's something very weird and stupid happens in the adaptation of it, which I can't see it happening. I don't see it happening. It should come out really good. And it will be really good. So, again, big recommendation. Almost went off on a quad kill. Oh well. Just gotta put you back here. Just fuck him up. Fuck him up! Walk more into my line of death. Do it! Okay, much better. I worked well in that match. Oh boy, new build. Oh. Why do they even show it? Why do they even show what I could have gotten? For the people who like looking at statistics, I guess. Yeah, and then the last anime related thing, and this counts, the Scott Pilgrim show, because I haven't been able to talk about it since I finished it, or since last stream, and I finished it, and it was also really damn good. I know some people weren't too hot on it, or some people had their issues, whether it be like, oh, it's not, or people who like just watched the movie and like, I kind of like the movie a little more. That's understandable. Or people who were like, weren't as into some of the writing things. I don't know. Personally, it was just something where the whole aesthetic of it just matched really well into my personal interests, and it just played out really well. And yet, I still haven't read the comics, and I really should. I haven't even played the fighting game, even though I own it on Switch. Oh, I was trying to get past the wall. And then they can use my thing, except they're probably going to destroy it. I'll link our turf to get more soda. It all works out. But also, yeah, just to go back on that point, yes, it is an anime. Or at least I think it should count, because like it was made by a studio that makes anime, and in Japan. I feel like it meets enough of the criteria, or I guess it can be kind of a tricky thing. I think it counts enough, because I've seen some people say like that's not technically an anime, but then like Cyberpunk Edgerunners is, even though it's kind of in like the same circumstance, or made under the same kind of circumstance. I should also note I'm not particularly an expert in this stuff, so I could be spouting bullshit. But as far as I can tell, I mean, yeah, I would pretty solidly consider it an anime. And even if it wasn't, it's just a damn good show. Oh boy! And it did make me... What are you doing? Oh! It did make me want to really play the game, or just interact with more of the material. Fuck you. Could be looking at anyone that's active. No, you gotta go for me. I wasn't even around him. But sure. Why am I splat jumping to this guy? I love these colors. I guess if we want to go off from talking about movies... Oh, new maps and modes. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about movies after that. Because I have seen a decent bit since last time. Maybe not as much as I wanted to, but still a good amount. Kind of wanted to see a few more before, like at the start of the year and the last year. But over my winter break, nothing really came out I particularly wanted to see. I mean, Wonka came out. Maybe. Not enough to make me... Oh, hey, we're getting Bluefin. That'll be fun to play around in. And then Mommy Ruins, good map selection. Alright. But Wonka, not my thing. I mean, maybe my thing. I probably would enjoy it. But not enough to get me into a theater. The color purple looked pretty good, actually. I was like walking by a theater I was playing in, and I heard like a musical number. I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was like that. Okay. I was liking what I was hearing, but again, not enough to make me want to like drive out to the theater. What was another one? Oh yeah, Migration. That looked alright. I'm usually not one for Illuminations stuff, but it looked, I don't know, cute enough. Like a nice time, but again, nothing exciting enough to pull me into a theater. Unless it's something where it's like, I'm just trying to look for, if I'm already going to see something, maybe I'll make it a double movie night. If not, it takes like a good amount of interest for me to actually get out and go and see a movie in theaters. And in terms of this month, I really don't think there's anything coming out I want to see. Though I will say, next month is cracked, dude. I'm gonna be seeing at least 4 things in theaters next month. It is gonna be a blast. Now we're talking. Well, look, we got the ramps back. Splatoon 1 ramps, my god. Oh! You're all alone? Let me help you, buddy. I don't want to say what the movies I'm gonna be seeing are, though. Especially because all the movies I want... Okay, 3 of the 4 movies I want to see are old. They're being re-released in theaters, which says a lot about movies, I guess. Or I guess it says more about my tastes than anything else. Almost. I gotta get that square. I really should. But yeah, enough about movies coming out, or older movies coming out that are new. Let's talk about the things I actually did see before the end of last year. Preferably in order, and also while I'm not under fire. No, 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 sir. Get over here. How are you alive? I hit you like 4 times. There we go. Should've rolled. We Gucci, though. A total blind shot there. I'll take it. Then we get to come back instantly. Oh. We got it. A little bit tight, but we got it. Well done. Well, look, the middle is kind of split into 2 weird sections. It's kind of hard to tell who's winning or not. Well, it was a fun match. We were doing damage. Just didn't pull through in the end. But yeah, movies I saw. Let's talk about them in order. First one was a movie I had some mild interest in. I was between this and another movie. I was between Dream Scenario and Silent Night. I was going to see one of the two before I went to go see the next movie, because it was a double movie night for me. But when I went to go, but before I went to see the movie, my coworker heard that I was going to go see it, or thinking about seeing it, or Silent Night, and he was like, "No, don't go see that movie. That movie's ass." And I'm like, "What? Really?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, it fucking sucked." I'm like, I don't, it can't be that bad, right? But because I wanted to respect his, my coworker's opinion, I'm like, okay, fine. So I went to go see Dream Scenario instead. I eventually saw both, but I went to go see Dream Scenario that night, and I'll be honest. Okay, let me preface. If you don't know what Dream Scenario is, it's like this movie starring Nicolas Cage. It's an A24 movie, and it's basically like he plays a older college professor, middle-aged, and he just randomly starts appearing in people's dreams, and it kind of becomes like a fad overnight, and it like kind of becomes famous or whatever. And then what happens in the dreams is that he starts to like do bad things in the dreams, like really bad things, killing people, all of that. And that sort of becomes an analogy for cancel culture. And look, oh, my entire team is dead. And look, I think there's a good potential for I think it's an interesting concept. I think there's a lot of potential for it. Unfortunately, I feel like the movie kind of squanders it. And it's like, it has all the makings of something that could be really cool. Again, you got Nicolas Cage starring in it. All the performances were good, by the way. There were no bad performances in it. It's a cool concept. It's from A24. I'm expecting quite a bit from the movie, and honestly, I really just didn't feel like it did a good job of delivering. Don't ask. Shit! If you're wondering, oh shit. If you're wondering why I'm like randomly pausing in the middle of some stuff, my face is just getting kind of itchy. And so I have to, like, take my hand off the controller for a sec. This is the problem of being so close to the damn pop filter. Or as close as I am. Like right now. It's frustrating, but I gotta do it. Getting really damn tired of these... of the sub spamming. I'm really trying here. He had dualies. He was able to get me from back there with dualies? How the fuck? I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm just straight up bad. Honesty is a good policy. It's a positive policy. We're being positive here. And I am positively focusing for the next 10 seconds. Give me a sec. Bitch. Affectionate. Bitch affectionate. Oh, they were doing the same thing to us. Okay, but yeah. I guess I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't remember. I guess remember watching the movie, Dream Scenario, and I just kind of was like, I was interested. I wanted to see where it went, but or I guess, no. I guess it was less I was interested, more I wanted to see where it went. I kind of felt like I was just kind of sitting there and waiting for it to end rather than being, like, engaged, if that makes sense. And it was in this weird limbo of, or the movie was this weird balance of, it wanted to keep things vague, but, or I don't know, how do I put this? Because the thing is, the movie is technically a comedy. And was the comedy good? I mean, the audience was laughing a decent bit, I wasn't. I feel like the biggest laugh it got out of me and the rest of the audience was a fart joke during an awkward scene where Nicolas Cage as this middle-aged dude is participating with like this intern at a company he's getting pitched at. It's a scene between that, that's all I'll say. But there's an awkward fart joke on it. And honestly, it was kind of funny, but it's like, that's the best you got? I mean, the movie is technically a comedy, and it wasn't particularly funny to me, sad to say. But then also, it just felt like the movie, again, trying to put it the best I can, I'm not a movie critic. It was like it couldn't decide, or it was on this weird mix of, I wanted it so bad. It wanted to be straightforward and simple and enjoyable like that, but also there were parts where it wanted the audience to piece together what was happening. But I never really felt like that was earned. User special. User special. That's what I thought. And then also it gets into this theme where, or this thing where it's like, because of the phenomena of Nicolas Cage's character appearing in dreams, they're able to use it, or they're able to create a technology of, really. of people being able to go into other people's streams, but it's like marketed and safe, and they use it for ads. And I'm just like, Futurama did this decades ago. Brought to you by Lightspeed Briefs. All that. And honestly, they did it better and in way less time. I was trying to go deep. Didn't work. Where's my team? Why am I the only one going in? I probably should be supporting better. But hey, my team's not going in, even though they definitely could. Someone's gotta fucking do it. Ah! There's one guy wrecking our shit. And I shouldn't be talking shit, because I'm getting wrecked too. But maybe sometimes it's nice to vent. It's bad to keep things bottled up. We lost. I think we still lost. Oh, badly. What the hell? You know, I don't think I'm doing a great job of being a support. Squid. I'm your government-sanctioned support squid. But I hate my job. And I do appreciate what the movie was. Oh, it was a times 10. I keep forgetting. We're getting into these matches that are important. Kind of, and we should be focusing on. And then, again, there needs to be like something on the UI reminding me. You think I'm gonna be thinking about that? No, I'm thinking about Dream Scenarios starring Nicolas Cage being mid. And I try to appreciate what it's doing, and again, the acting's good. It's shot well enough. I appreciate the David Byrne thing, especially with watching Stop Making Sense earlier in the semester. I liked it, or I liked that, but honestly, I was very lukewarm on the movie itself. Honestly, I think I was probably more negative than the people I knew who watched it on it. But the night, my disappointment with the night would soon be alleviated. Because that was only the first movie of the night I had watched. And even between the two I was going to watch, I knew neither would be better than the experience I was going to go into. And that I was going to go into this IMAX theater and enjoy to my viewing pleasure. I'm of course talking about Godzilla Minus One, which is my first Godzilla movie. I had never seen any others before. What the fuck are you doing here? No, come back down. Not you. They'll never expect to. He doesn't know. Okay, nice. But yeah, I'd never seen one before, so I got to see it. Nice big IMAX theater. The proper experience, and you know what? It was fucking good. It was real damn good. I liked it a lot. I really didn't know what much to expect, but whatever I was expecting, I was certainly not disappointed. You can't just squid roll right in front of me. I fucking hate the Tri-Slosher. I'm just saying it. It's such an annoying bitch-ass weapon. But I didn't say it. You didn't hear that from me. That's only what I heard from a friend. I would never say that. I'm a positive person on this awesome Splatfest. Only good vibes. I mean, that was just me eating shit. A lot of blue down there. There's no time. Oh, my team's dying too. I didn't even see him. I walked into him. I didn't even see him. Yum. Alright. I have a problem. It's kind of hard for me to, I guess, judge the movie as like a Godzilla movie because I haven't seen it as all. It's my first one. But from what fans are saying, it is also one of the best ones, so I guess it's a good one to start off with. And then on top of that, just as a movie, it was really good. It was kind of cliched, but mostly in a good way. I think, and that's kind of where my main... The only things that really bugged me about the movie is that sometimes a couple of the cliches felt a little too... I wouldn't say obvious, but just like whatever. Mostly at the end with like what happens with the kamikaze pilot at the end, where it's like the mechanic is like, oh, or where like the mechanic is telling him about the plane that they're going to use to fight Godzilla, and he's like, oh, and then there's also this thing, and then they cut away and not tell you what it is, but it's like it's obvious what it is. Where it's like, gee, I wonder if this is gonna help him survive or whatever. And then it does. And I mean, it works because it works well enough because the rest of the movie works well, but still. I guess this is a bit spoilery if you want to skip ahead a little bit. I'm so sorry. I could have done such a better job. Why is that all swim speed? Why does he have stacked swim speed? Bro, you're using roller. Also, who needs max swim speed and nothing else? Are you... He has to be memeing. Oh my god, how are we not getting him? I can't aim anymore. So yeah, slight spoilers about the end of Godzilla. Actually, just straight up spoilers about end of Godzilla -1, so skip ahead for like a minute. Why are you going up there? Yeah, let me get out of the way. So there's like a fake out of... Shit. Why did we all push ahead? There was a fake out of the main character's love interest dying during like the midpoint of the movie, during the Godzilla Rampage, which was awesome. The Godzilla Rampage, not the girl appearing dead. And then they bring her back at the end, and it's like, alright, I guess. Felt kind of cheap. I think it would have been... Less that it would have been more effective if she had stayed dead, more I feel like we didn't really gain anything by her coming back. It looks like it's setting up something for a future movie, which is neat, but... And it's like, fine, you know, for having him have a happy ending, sure, but... Why is the whole team here? There are two sides to this map. Bitch! That's what my friend said, and that wasn't me. Those are really the only gripes I had with the movie. Otherwise, it was a very excellent watch. I don't know if it's gonna make me watch other Godzilla movies. Maybe eventually. But at the very least, I could say I've seen one. And it was, honestly, one of my favorite movies of the year. And you already know, when you got that middle scene of the big Godzilla rampage in the city, and the main theme, or his classic theme plays. Even I know the theme. And I hear it, I'm like, oh, shit's about to get real. And it was. And also, to give it props, apparently the movie was made with like a very cheap budget, or relatively cheap for nowadays. Like, it was less than 20 million. It really was not a lot for a movie that was as well made as it was. And for as well as it did. Like, this is like one of the best performing. It was the movie performed very well, and I'm very happy to see, especially because it only really got like a limited release or something. Definitely recommend it though. Okay, and as someone, I can recommend it as someone who has no prior experience with the series. So, if you're worried about that, don't be. Just check it out. It also helps that it's technically like the first in like a new series or timeline or whatever of Godzilla movies. So, there's no better time to start than with now. And with the -1. Although as a notice, it is a subbed movie, so be ready to read some subs while you're watching it. But it's worth it. Absolutely worth it. And then I happened to watch, after that, on another day, another subbed movie. And this, not so much a newer one, but an older one. But it works because it was actually a Christmas movie. Yes, sir, I'm watching a new Christmas movie. And if you remember when I talked about Perfect Blue, more specifically Perfect Blue, but also Ghost in the Shell, there's been that anime movie festival thing going on in my theater, and this is They're All Dead. This is the next installment of that, and it's Tokyo Godfathers. And this one actually is a Satoshi Kon movie. No, come on. Come in. Join my Christmas caroling. We're gonna ruin our throats. And I'm gonna ruin my controller by wrapping it in presents. Yeah, Christmas movie, Tokyo Godfathers. Very good. I really love it. It was especially nice watching, because during the previous Satoshi Kon movie I watched was Perfect Blue, and that movie was like, holy shit. So it was nice having like a more fun, lighter one. It is kind of a hard movie to recommend just because it's like the most you can really say about it. Is there a guy on my team named Ho? No, Hawk. Okay. But it's kind of hard to recommend just because the best you can say about the movie is that it is a Christmas movie where 3 hobos find a baby in the dumpster and try to bring it back to its mother. That's all you can really say about it. And there's a lot that happens in the movie. Like, it really... It goes places. They really move around. Fuck off. I'm not focused on you. I'm thinking about other things. It's not always about you and your dualies. I don't know if I'm talking about him or me. You are such a bastard. You are a bitch and a half. That's from Vegeta, not me. Or maybe you're Vegeta. I don't know. Fuck all y'all. Just go. Bounce. And there just happened to be 2 guys. 2 trucks. And they're having the greatest holiday of their lives. Their mechanical lives. I'm fine. To talk more about the movie. It was the more updated subversion released by G-Kids. If you watched the movie, watch that one. Maybe the dub, I don't know if the dub's good or not. I saw it subbed. That's just the G-Kids version, I think, from what I hear, is the one with the more accurate subtitles. More up-to-date. And like Godzilla -1, it was a movie where pretty much all expectations I could have had for it were met. And maybe even exceeded. Although it is kind of funny with the subs, just because there are characters in it that speak Spanish, and the Spanish isn't subbed. Which I'm sure was intentional, because it's not like... It's not even subbed for Japanese or anything. So, it was like a clear artistic intention for it to not be subbed. Because the language barrier is kind of important for that scene. Or for the scenes involving them. And they wanted to make the audience feel the language barrier as well. Okay, can I please focus on this? Can I remember this is a thing? And can I please win this one? I'm not trying to go for times 100 or anything. I just want to say I won 1. It's a times 10 match. We're focusing on this. But yeah, just to finish wrapping up talking about the movie. Tokyo Godfathers was excellent. Really loved it. Totally recommend it as a good Christmas movie. Again, maybe one of my favorites I saw this year. I'll avenge you! I at least made him waste a special. You know, I haven't really been using my sensor. Or I mean, my squid jump thing. Names. I'm focusing on winning, not my names. Who's Joe? I almost fell. Shit! I can't react to it fast enough. I'm not used to it. I barely played while it's been active on the scene. No. No! Oh, good, and they're just gonna go to spawn, because that's what you do on this map. Because there's so much room. There's so much room for activity on these spawns. Teamwork! Teamwork! I was going off on my own. Listen, this stream's been great. Honestly, it's been a lot of fun. Sick. Good shot. Remember, it's a times 10. We have to win this one. We have to win one. I'm begging you, please. I have a plan. They know I'm here. I have a feeling I'm gonna fuck up at the last second here. They got the other side. Okay, hey, we got one. Hooray. And a fist pump. That's cool. Hooray. And you would think I'd feel happy about after that, and I do. It's Frosty Fest. I gotta be happy. I'm feeling happy. Okay, now, okay, we can relax a bit. So, back to the movie discussion. From one anime movie to another. A new one, actually. Now, if you're up to date at all, you probably know which one I'm talking about. That's right, it's the new Ghibli movie, Boy and the Heron. I did go ahead and see it, because it's like, how often? There's a good chance this is like the last proper Ghibli, Miyazaki joint I'm gonna be able to see in theaters. Especially when it's, well, I'm gonna see more in theaters when they come, but like new ones. When am I ever gonna get this opportunity again? So of course I went to see it, and I got to see it in an IMAX theater, which was awesome. The IMAX theater experience, let me clarify that, because sometimes when you watch an animated film in an IMAX theater, it won't always be the full screen, it'll be like the letterbox thing and whatever. Not huge on that. Thankfully this one, it was basically the full screen. There was maybe like a little bit of the sides that were cut off, maybe just a tad, but for the most part, it was full screened. It was real nice. Got a good seat. And the viewing experience, everyone there was into the movie. It was good. I did watch the dub, and I know that's a. What happened to him? Oh, I know it's a bit of a point of contention. And usually when it comes to Ghibli movies, I do watch the sub, actually. Yeah, sure, I didn't get him. I know how the blah blah works. It's the one I've played the most with. I should know exactly how it works. Whatever. Back to the movie. I know there's a guy there. You're really wasting that on that. You're really wasting that to fucking spawn back to the movie. Back to the movie. I watched it with the dub, mainly just because the cast looked interesting enough to me. It's like you got Willem Dafoe. Always a pleasure seeing him. Christian Bale, who plays the main kid, and honestly, I'm like, I didn't realize he played the main kid. It feels a bit off. Like, he doesn't do a bad job of it or anything. It's just like he does a good enough job, but I feel like there were people who probably could have fit the role better. There were 3 motherfuckers over here. And one of him... Okay. And then, of course, there was, well, Robert Pattinson, who played the Heron. An interesting factoid, I think this is, like, his first voice role, or voice acting role. And I'm gonna be honest, after watching the movie, he fucking nailed it. He was, like, perfect. I'm not even gonna lie. He really matched the voice well, and, like, just the amount of... the specific way he was talking in the scenes. It was like, what he was doing was on point. What are we doing? What are we doing as dualies? Okay, brother. We're fucking around. Yeah! I guess y'all don't know what this way means, because I had to do that by myself. But it worked out well. Ah, fuck. So yeah, the honestly, Robert Pattinson was like the biggest highlight. The dub in general was like good. It varied from like good performances to really good performances. I didn't feel regret in seeing the dub. Or the movie in general, because you know what? It was great. Just great. And I'll tell you, I was kind of let down by it. Because here's the thing. The first act of the movie, first third, I'm getting into it. I'm intrigued. All right, I want to see where it goes. I'm letting it do the build-up and all of that. And the build-up's pretty good. It's making a good case for where the movie's gonna go. I'm into it. Second act, third of the movie, fully invested. Really into it. The stuff with like the fishing boat and all that once he actually gets into the world. The weird little cute fellas going in space. The first appearance of the fire lady. All real good. Totally invested. I'm like, oh shit, this might actually be... This is like on pace to be my favorite Ghibli movie out of the 4 I've seen at this point now. I haven't seen a ton. But it's like, this is really fucking good. I'm really looking forward to where this is going. And then it gets to the third act and it all falls apart for me. I don't know exactly when it started happening. Somewhere like from the end of the movie to where the boy goes to the fire girl's house. Somewhere in that, the whole movie just kind of feels like it slowly devolves into a mess that doesn't really know entirely what it wanted to do. Or how to finish the movie, I guess. Which is such a damn shame, because it was on pace to be really, again, on pace to be really fucking good, and then it drops the ball. Because it's like, it's at the point where it's like, okay, we're at the third act of the movie. Why are we still introducing things like it's barely the middle of the movie? Well, when it's almost the... Or it's, bleh. Why are we introducing things like it's still the middle of the movie? And it's like, we're just seeing things. And like, I get the whole... being in a different world and not being familiar with it to... make it feel otherworldly and all that. And I get it to an extent, but at a point, it was like, there's no way they're going to be able to explain any of this, and it's just kind of distracting. Because it's like, why would I get invested in this stuff? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But then also, just with the story, it just got to a point where it was like, things just happened. And some people, I've heard some people argue that's because... it's sort of like a dream world, there's like a dreamlike quality to it, but I wasn't really feeling it that much earlier in the movie, when it was still in the same kind of world. It still felt very, like it made enough sense, while still being somewhat abstract. My brain stopped working for a second. And the whole third act of the movie just kind of felt like they weren't really sure how to end it. And on top of that, they felt like they needed to have like a sensible ending, because it's like, oh, it's a movie. You gotta have the third act ending. That's exciting and all of that. And it really felt rushed in that sense. Which is weird, because like, it doesn't seem like the movie would be rushed at all. Kind of seems like they would take their time with it. Oh. But I don't know, man. It just at a point lost me. And it was frustrating finishing the movie just because I'm like, it was going so well. And then I just, by the end of it, just did not care. And I'm just sitting there waiting for the movie to end. And even at that, when the movie did end, I'm like, that was very quick. It's like they get out of the world, they do a little ending talk about it, shows them in the room, leaves it, movie over, credits. I'm like, That's it? Felt like they could have went a little more on it? I don't know. It may... So, in that sense, the movie was kind of a letdown for me. It was still good. I still enjoyed my time with the movie. It's just... I was really... Just that the last part of it really let me down. Not like it was bad, it was just for as good as the earlier parts were, for how much I was enjoying it. I was just like, man. And in that sense, by the end of the movie, I was kind of disappointed. Especially because I was thinking, man... Sure, I haven't seen a ton of them. Oh, Fry's Forehead. Good to see them on our team. As well as Paygorn. There's no way we lose this one. We got too many dualies. I have... This may be an unpopular opinion. And maybe it's only because I've only seen like 3 of the movies. I've only seen Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, and Totoro. At least in full, because like I've seen a decent amount of Ponyo and 1 or 2 others. But as far as I've seen, from all the ones I've finished, I've yet to see a Ghibli movie that is like not an 8 out of 10. If we're using it, again, like if I want to judge it based on like obligatory numbers. Yeah, spam your specials now, bitch. Dapple dualies, I will not beat Dap. Oh wait, no, those are the ranged ones. I got out dappered. Teamwork. Teamwork. Play support, just stick back, do your things. Your team can do it. It's fine. It's refreshing. But yeah, that may be an unpopular opinion, but that's why I was really into it, because I'm like, because when I was watching the movie halfway through, I'm like, is this gonna be the one? Is this gonna be finally be the one that's gonna push its way to a 9 out of 10 in my books? And then it didn't. And then it went from being a contender for that to like barely being an 8 out of 10. Like on the lower end. And I'm just like, fuck's sake. Like to an extent, I almost respect it because it almost feels like a vision, but again, it felt like it was a mix between that and trying to do something, or trying to finish the movie in a way that felt like a traditional movie. But I still liked it. It was still good. This wasn't entirely for me, I guess. And then there was the last movie I've seen so far that I can remember, which was Silent Night. I finally did go ahead and watch it. It's the only thing I watched during winter break. And it was, despite my coworkers' warnings, I still went to go see it. Oh, someone disconnected. Oh, my team's a bitch. And it was not as bad as my coworker said, like I thought it would be. Or actually, it was multiple coworkers that didn't like it. But I'm like, I mean, they're kind of like, you know, college kids who are like, they probably don't respect like quality movie making. Like they'll look at a solid movie setup and be like, that shit's boring. Get to the action. That kind of those kind of folks. That's the vibe I get from them. So I'm like, you know what? They're probably over exaggerating. I'm sure it's good. And then I watched it, and I mean, it was okay. It wasn't bad. I didn't think it was bad. There is a lot I can say about the movie, actually. But I don't want to get too deep into things. I'd rather save it for another time when I could, like, script out my thoughts. Because it actually gets kind of complicated with Silent Night. But, I will say the whole silent thing with hardly any dialogue, I thought it was done well enough. But the problem with that is you really have to, if you're not going to have any dialogue, you really have to carry on good quality movie making, a good and interesting plot, and good action. And it does a competent job of delivering on the plot. The action, considering it's John, I expected, oh, it's John Woo, so it's going to be some good action. It was average. It was very average action. Hell, honestly, considering the amount of action we do see in movies, like with Marvel movies and stuff, or just in general movies, because there's a lot of action in movies nowadays, and I feel like usually you can go see a movie and the action's pretty solid. If we're considering that, honestly, the action was kind of below average. And that was kind of a disappointment for me. Like, I'm expecting more here. It's an action-y John Woo flick. God damn it. I tried to schmoove him on him. Is that the same run speed guy from before? No, that's a different guy. I guess that makes more sense than the swim speed, because he's using Splatling, but still. You don't have to stack that much, my dude. There's this thing called diminishing returns. That was not a guy on my team. I could have went for him. Fuck's sake. Fucking Bloblobber. I've used it before. And it's such a lovely weapon. I love your headpiece. Just gotta stay positive. Because I'll tell you what, if we lose the Splatfest as well, next Splatfest is gonna be very interesting. Very interesting. Come on, man. And the story itself was fine. It was very basic, so again, it worked. And the cinematography worked well enough. Again, that stuff was perfectly fine. Nothing special, but considering the whole silent nature of the movie, I think they were able to pull it off well for what it was. But honestly, it felt more novel than anything, than something actually special. And I guess that's a good way to sum up the movie. It's novel, but nothing special at all. It didn't disappoint me, maybe because my coworkers had me expecting a lot worse. Or I'm like, the bar, at this point, the bar is very low for this movie for me, so as long as it gives me something that's fine, then it's fine. And it was. So it didn't disappoint. It wasn't necessarily a disappointment. Or that big of a disappointment. It's still kind of disappointing because I expected it to be better, but... Like, I was disappointed less from that than Boy and the Heron, because I expected more from that movie, if you get me. Like, Boy and the Heron was a better movie, for sure. And also, that Boy and the Heron, actually, I think it won Best Animated Feature at the Golden Globes? Which is nice to see, though I will say, I mean, Spider-Verse is there. It was right next to it. You could have went with that instead. Although, really, there were quite a lot of animated films that came out this year that were really good. Nimona as well. I didn't see it, but everyone says it's really good. Just a lot of quality. Except from Disney. I don't know what's going on with them. They had, like, their whole 100-year anniversary thing last year, and it felt like everything they did fucking sucked. Or was mid as hell. What is going on over there? It's not even like I hate everything modern Disney puts out at this point. I liked Encanto well enough. I thought that was a great movie. But like Wish, nah. Elemental seemed alright actually, but I didn't want to go see it. I feel like they put other stuff out, but I can't think of it. And it's like, it's their big 100-year anniversary. That's like a big deal. And they really didn't do anything special or put out anything special. Where it's like, and it, like in terms of like all the other amazing animated films coming out, whether it be The Boy and the Heron, Nimona, Spider-Verse. Like there's a bunch of really good movies of that criteria being put out. None of them by them. And it's like, they're still putting out a lot. It's not like these are cheap projects. So why aren't they good? No, we're Disney. We have a brand. We already have a catalog. We don't need more good ones. Just put out whatever makes money. Fuck you. I mean, whatever. That's spiel you probably already heard a million times from everyone, so. It's just like, give me a good reason to go see one fucking movie made by you guys. Please. I'm begging you. And it's like all the movies I may want to see by them, they put on Disney Plus. I wanted to go see Turning Red. They pulled it from theaters. Disney Plus exclusive, or Soul. I wanted to go see that. And those are both also Pixar. It's like Pixar, it feels like Pixar is doing most of the work. And even then, it's still not as good as they used to be. Although on the bright side, actually, to go back to Turning Red, they actually are, both of them, they're going to be re-releasing them in theaters. Why now? I don't know. And that's actually one of the movies I'm going to go see in February, because Turning Red's going to be shown in my theater. And I have ways to watch it now. I got my ways, but if I could see it in the theater, you know, I'll take it. Fucking and sucking all over the place. Spreading the holiday cheer, the Christmas cheer, wherever. It's Frosty Fest, baby. Yarr! I'm doing so great. I'm playing so well. Having a great time. And so yeah, that was all the movies I saw last year. I maybe have seen... I feel like I did see one more, but I can't remember which. If I did, it was an older one. I don't know. I guess very quickly I'll go over, because I actually have watched enough to do this. I'll go over a top 5 and a bottom 5. Why not? Let's do the bottom 5 first. And this will be ordered. So, 5th worst, I will say, at least from what I can remember. I didn't write this down or anything, so I'm kind of going off the top of my head. But I've thought about this, so it should be pretty solid. A pretty solid list. Number 5 is Renfield. I should also point out, before going on, I really only tend to watch movies I think I'll be interested or like. I don't really go to see bad movies or stuff I'm not particularly interested in. So even if something is in the bottom 5, it's not necessarily bad or I didn't enjoy it. It just wasn't particularly great. And I think Renfield is a good example of that, because I thought it was a good movie. It was good enough. I liked it. I had a good time with it. But also, it was a movie where it did have a good amount of comedy to it, but the comedy was here and there, you know, hit or miss. Not the best, but it's pretty good. Better than some movies, especially in this bottom 5. I'll bring up. Some of the cinematography wasn't great, especially during action scenes where it's like, the action is good, but they're cutting away so much during the action. Eating ass. Someone put that man back on Team Solo. At least he ain't on Team Family. No, no! You could say I'm not a fan of the changes made to this map from Splatoon 1. You could say that. You could definitely say that. You could say that a lot. About a lot of things. They'll do anything to make a stage flatter for the sake of making it fit with all the other flat-ass maps on the stage. Hey, eating ass, how about you eat a nice flat ass? Maybe you should make it a little more interesting layout-wise for this fucking game. Just a friendly piece of advice. Cool. Oh, that's an interesting placement you're in there. No. It almost happened again. But yeah, Renfield was still enjoyable. I just had gripes about it. The things it was good at, it wasn't amazing at, but it was a solid watch. No. He was getting ready to use his wave breaker again. I don't think so, bud. I can't aim for shit today. I'm eating ass. It won't happen again. What happened to my team? Oh, no, my teammate... No, he did die, but after I died. What are you doing? Oh. Alright, well, this match is over. Anyhow, number 4. Actually, what was number 4? Shit, what did I see? Dang it. I had this planned out and everything. Let me think about it for a sec. Wow, what the fuck? Okay, I remember 3 of them. I don't remember what the 4th one was. Maybe I'll think about it later. I'll skip 4 for now. Or I guess I'll just make it a bottom 4, so Renfield is 4. But surely not. Man, I don't remember. Anyway, I guess we'll go to 3, which was Silent Night. Yeah, I wasn't particularly huge on it. It was fine. It was an okay enough watch. It kind of had the vibe. I forgot to mention this before. Kind of had the vibe of something I would watch. I would see on that would be put on the TV at my family, my distant family's TV, and it would just be on. We would like kind of watch it. Kind of had the vibe like that, and I kind of liked that about it. But it was nothing more than that. Again, it's more on here not for being bad, but for just not really being anything special. And it did disappoint me in a way, but not significantly. Number 2 did significantly disappoint me, and that's Dream Scenario. That's right, it's my second least favorite of the year. And you might be wondering how. Again, I was really let down by it. I really expected more from it, and I just did not care about it. The whole second half of the movie, I was just there, sitting. I'm like, well, I got nothing better to do before watching Godzilla. May as well see where this goes. I kind of want to see where it goes, but... I mean, hell. I don't know why he did that. And again, it's a shame it is my number 2, because really it wasn't... It honestly probably isn't worse than Silent Night. It probably is better. I just didn't like it as much, because it disappointed me more. Shit. Okay. Good trade-offs. Nice. And then my number 1 worst movie of the year, I really need to not focus, because that's apparently what's getting me the splats. Never mind. Yay. My least favorite movie of the year was, fun fact, the first movie I watched of the year. And if you remember that long ago, you would know that it's Cocaine Bear. That's right, it was my least favorite movie of the year. It was fine. It's the only movie I saw. Maybe. Well, no, it's maybe one of 2 movies I saw that I would give like a 6 out of 10. I'd probably give Silent Night a 6 out of 10 as well. Again, it's only above Dream Scenario because Dream Scenario disappointed me more. It was fine. The comedy was okay. There were a couple cool scenes in it. Scenes I actually did really like. But they were few and far between. It felt like the movie should have been funnier or more serious or less serious. Like, it couldn't make up his mind. It feels like I'm getting away from the circle and I'm still getting hit. I don't quite know how that works. If we just lost because of that, though, I'm pissed. I know I can be shooting at them, but with the range I have on these Dapple Doolies, I really shouldn't be going for it. Motherfucker. This is all Cocaine Bear's fault. All their white Frosty Fest ink is coated with it. They're using illegal drugs to boost their performance. And that's a ring. I just got a ringing in my left ear for some reason. That's fun. I'm fine. still got a ways to go until that bar is filled. It would go faster if we won matches. To be fair, I haven't been playing totally great tonight, so. And then my top 5. The actual positive part. Again, I wish I could remember what that 5th movie I was gonna put down there was. I really don't remember. I can maybe... I'll look it up later. Whatever, I'll go over to the top 5. Which is tricky because I really can't decide what my 5th is, so I'll just have an honorable mention. No, I'll just say... I'll make it a top 6 because I really can't decide between 6 and 5. What I can't decide between on is Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and John Wick Chapter 4. I just thought both were very excellent films. Both were really good movie experiences for me. I think John Wick Chapter 4 even was a little more special in terms of the actual movie viewing experience. Son of a bitch. And they just fully delivered on what I wanted from them. I just don't really know which one I liked more. Like, that's my struggle. And then we come back. Fuck. Yeah, I'll join them. Why not? Oh, we're all joining him. Okay, good. Good. Just gonna... No, we're good. You know, I don't really know what to say about my top 5. It's just like, movie good. So, to quickly go on it. 4th favorite. Again, another really hard decision. Honestly, between 4 and 3. I think for now, and it might change with time, I'll say 4 is Godzilla -1, and 3 is Oppenheimer. Oh, but that's really hard. I don't know. Both of them are really fucking good. Like, yeah, I've been flipping between both of them a lot, so again, that's basically another tie for me. What is Octopus Man doing? You had a whole octopus, and you couldn't get the guy who was right behind you. Eat shit. Eat shit. You're getting coal! Next year. This year. Whatever. I don't care. I'm over it. But yeah, thankfully, the top 2 are not tied at all. Pretty definitive. 2 would be Barbie. Which I don't know if I would say it was better than Godzilla or Oppenheimer. I just think it fit more into my preferences as a viewer. And also on top of that, the music was really good. The movie viewing experience was also excellent. Which I didn't... The experience for the other two, with Godzilla or Oppenheimer, more than anything standoutish. If anything, Oppenheimer was worse just because with how fucking long it was, I had to really hold in my piss. Hang on, I gotta grab my controller. It's fine. It's fine. I lightly yoinked it to a blanket. It's fine. Whereas with Barbie, you know, had the Barbie hype. full theater. Which is funny, because I was late to that. I was late. I missed the first 5 minutes or so. And I had to take another bathroom break because I watched it after Oppenheimer, and I was not done after Oppenheimer. Thanks, Christopher Nolan. You know, there were movies back in the day that had intermissions. That was a thing back in the... You ever see Gone with the Wind? 4-hour movie, but at least it has a fucking intermission at the end, in the middle. That would be appreciated. I think some theaters even show operas, like live operas, that have intermissions. Just say it would be nice if you're making a movie that's like 3 or more hours. Give me the goddamn option to take a piss in the middle and not miss anything. I'm not seeing your movie twice. Wow, that crab is so effective. Look at all the damage it's doing to me. Forget it, I work best when I'm flanking. I guess not. No, come back. Try to one-shot me again. Not you. Why is it so much swim speed? Why are we stacking abilities like this? Can someone tell me why? It feels like there's no fucking reason for it. Because again, doesn't it diminish? Do you really need 9? God damn, he even has a lot of swim speed too. What is with this? Is this the meta? I don't know why it would be. Shut up. You're not news anymore. You're old news. Because you're dead. Fuck. And he's got like 6 subs for Inksaver's sub and a max. You don't need that. I'll tell you what I do need. Better range. Man. I need to stop playing. I got the gin. I got some gin. I could drink that. I could. I should. I won't. Oh my god. I don't care. I'm just gonna ignore you. Oh my god. I can't explain it, but I was really messing with my eye for a second. This is textbook meanery. And then number 1, my favorite movie this year was Spider-Verse. Which is a weird thing, because I feel like when I tell people that, they give me a weird look. Like, really? And I'm like, yeah, because it was really fucking good. I really loved the movie. The only thing that really bugged me was that it was a part 1. I wanted a full conclusion. And that's why I still, like, Into the Spider-Verse more than Across. Just because I like... First, because the first one was still a fucking incredible movie. But it gave me a complete experience, whereas with the other one... I mean, for as good as it was, I'm not going to complain that it's a part 1, because I'm going to look forward to part 2. But also, if you're telling me to watch one over the other, I'm going to watch the first one. Even though the second one does have improved visuals and some other improvements. I just felt like the original, or the first one was an overall... a better overall experience for me. Maybe it'll... I've mentioned it a few times. Maybe once part 3 comes out, or the second part, the third movie, whatever it's going to be called, comes out, I'll change my opinion. We'll see. But even then, say I can't watch both parts at the same time. I can only watch the first part. Compare that to Into the Spider-Verse. I'd rather watch the first one. And also I mean, I was gonna say I have some sentimental reasons for liking the first one a little more. I kind of have them for the second one too, though. Like, they were both unique viewing experiences for me that are personal. So, I will say this about new movies, though. This was not necessarily a bad year for movies, but in terms of going by the arbitrary numbers again, in terms of new movies I saw that I would say was a 9 out of 10 or better, the only one I would really put in that category was Spider-Verse. But that's only what I saw. You know, I don't see every movie, but just with what I saw. And even then, it's like barely for Spider-Verse. Maybe I just have high standards. I don't know. Maybe I just don't feel things a lot except pain when I play Splatoon online, or any game online for that matter. Comes with the turf war. The Star Wars happened a very long time ago, you know. And then we're just gonna place this. From downtown. Oh, wow, we got a lot of these. I always forget I could put more than one. Just aim up, please. Just aim up, Zeter. You know better at this point. You can't run. Now that said, that is only concerning new movies. Damn it. If I throw old movies I also saw in the theaters into consideration when I'm making the top 5, in terms of new movies, there's really only one, maybe. Or there's 2, maybe, which would be Barbie and Spider-Verse. Barbie maybe just because, say we're including old movies, my top 2 then, or top 5, then would be at 5, Barbie, and then in no particular order because I haven't thought about it, Spider-Verse, Perfect Blue, what were the other movies? The Exorcist, the original, and Stop Making Sense, which is kind of cheating because it's not really a movie, but I really liked it. I saw it in a theater, whatever. It was a 9 out of 10 experience for me in a theater. I'm gonna count it. And suddenly I can't aim anymore. Oh well, we won. This one, maybe. No, yeah, we did. Wow, I'm all over the place today. But I only say maybe too because honestly, I don't know if I like Barbie or Tokyo Godfathers more. So again, if we're counting older movies, then yeah, there's really only like 1.5 movies I saw this year that were new that I liked, or that were among my favorites. A lot where most of the stuff in the higher end is being dominated by older movies, and that's not a knock. I think that's a good thing for theaters. Like, I like that they're re-releasing older movies and allowing people to have the theater experience who may not have had the chance. I think it's really cool. And especially this upcoming February, I'm gonna have a lot of that because there's a lot of cool old stuff coming out next month. It's gonna be a real good time, let me tell you. It's gonna be awesome. Kind of makes me wish they would just do it more though. And also, just like they don't. It just feels like they don't really need, like, their remakes are such a thing, or like faux sequels or pseudo sequels, or just doing weird things with a franchise. It's like, you could just re-release the original movie or its sequel or whatever. You could just re-release it, put it back in theaters. People will go and see it. You know how often they re-release stuff like Lord of the Rings in theaters and they get filled? Or stuff like the original Indiana Jones. That happened. I didn't get to go see that, but both times we had it in our theaters, I checked them out, they were full. It's like you don't need to whore out a franchise by just making a bunch of shit. You can just put out the original content, and it'll work. Also, for the record, no, the movie the movie I'm forgetting for my bottom 5 was not Indiana Jones. I liked the new one well enough to not put it in there. We're not talking about the rest of the stream. I mean, if I made a top 10, it'd probably be in there, but not top 5. I mean, yeah, if I made a bottom 10, no, but I can't even talk normally. What is this game doing to me? No, no. I almost did it again. Going mental. Fight him. Oh, I was shooting at my teammate. I'm fucked up right now. I cannot. Maybe I should take a sip of the gin, because then I'd at least feel like I'm playing how I should. Tell you what, after this next match, I'm gonna look up movies to see what that last shit movie was. I need to know. It's bugging me. Oh, you can go up here? Ah, cool. You know, I'm gonna be honest. No, you don't. So if you follow my main channel at all, you would know I'm planning on making a Mad World video, which I think will be cool. And I brought everything. Oh, we both did this. Nice. And I was planning on recording it like soon, like almost now-ish, like the first week or so back. I even brought all my Wii U and all that to record. I brought everything I needed. And then I realized when I got here, and I already traveled and drove and all that, that I forgot to bring a Wii remote, which I kind of need to play it. It was less that I forgot it, and more like, oh no, I already have one, because I didn't use it at all. I didn't use it at all over break, so surely it's back in my apartment. Nope, I left it at home, so I got to go back, probably on MLK Day. Damn. Oh well, it was a good match. And grab a couple other things too, but it's like, man, I can't record at all because I needed the Wii remote. I have recorded, I did record something big. Or like something for a bigger project. And that's already fully recorded, kind of. I gotta do some voice stuff, but the actual gameplay and stuff is recorded. I will not say what that is, to keep it a surprise. But I was able to do that over winter break. So I do have something to work on, but it's like, man. And also, in the meanwhile, I actually did play some Smash, as you can see. I played Smash. Finally. Because quick play it's such an appeal to play quick play. I love doing it. And I have to do it, and so it's good that I love doing it. Like I love playing the Frosty Fest. Anyway, let me look up that movie. I'll just look up movies that came out this year. Actually, wait, oh no, I was gonna say, I can just look up my movie tickets, because I saved my movie tickets as a memento, but they're back home. Movies that came out 2023. Let's see. There were some things I saw that I didn't see. Like, The Holdovers I heard was good. Didn't see that. Salt. I don't know if Saltburn was good or not. Killers of the Flower Moon I heard was really good. Didn't see it. Kind of wanted to. Blackberry, I heard, was actually pretty good. But in terms of the stuff I saw, what is... Yeah, just show me new movies. Don't go with this whole fucking list. Okay, fine. IMDb. Oh, there's so many. Yo, we got the white woman on our team for our ×10 battle. Now we're talking. And Valentine, like I said. We're thinking about Valentine. We're not thinking about Christmas. It's weeks past Christmas. There's no point in it. Oh, yo, Mega Man? They got Mega Man on their team. You know, he dropped, like, almost a week ago. You know what's funny? For one of my finals last semester, I had to write, like, a bunch of shit about ads. Or things that could be considered ads. It was, like, related to the hero's journey or whatever. And one of the examples I used was the the fucking TikTok of J-Eazy and the Mega Man thing. Cool. I'm gonna be real, I thought I was gonna get an F on that paper. I got an A. So you know what? Thank you, J-Eazy. You got me an A on a final for college. I'm not lying about that, too. Maybe it was just because my professor appreciated I got creative with it. I also talked about Space Jam 2. And really, I only did that just because I'm like, in order to do this properly, I'm gonna have to hate myself for like a good solid 12 hours of work. Fuck, I don't want to do that. I don't have the willpower for that. But yeah, again, thank you, J-Eazy. Because on that project, I apparently didn't have to be book smart, so I was instead money smart. Or however you want to put it. Cool. I'm so good at this game. Thanks, Mega Man. I'm gonna drop you next time I see you. No, fight. Fight me. That one was just personal. Get his ass. Oh, some hot stuff there. I mean, I can just like... Don't worry. Oh, we already got this area. Alright, cool. Supreme victory. Hooray! I only feel so good about these anymore. Oh yeah, the Iron Claw. I kind of wanted to see that. Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I very much did not want to see that. That's a frustrating one too, because I feel like everyone around my age group is going to see that movie and is talking about it, and I could give less of a fuck about. I couldn't give less of a fuck about that movie. I really couldn't. But everyone's going to see it. All the theaters are getting filled up. Yeah, I'm screenshotting that. Yes, my wonderful team family members, such as Zeters966 and a white woman. How to have sex? When did this come out? That's a real movie. Boys in the Boat, I heard was good. Apparently all the old people are going to see that, or like middle-aged to old people. I heard Anatomy of a Fall was good. I actually was kind of interested in seeing that. That was like during a week or two where there were like a bunch of movies coming out where I'm like, oh, hey, I'm kind of interested in that. That seems alright. I wouldn't mind seeing that. And I went to see nothing. Man, it's so hard to juggle between jumping and doing the roll with the dualies. Because, like, I swear I'm, like, I'm, like, stopping to shoot to jump, but honestly, chances are I'm not. I just think I am, but my fingers aren't working like that. Nice. Man, what was that? What was that fucking... Maybe it was Indiana Jones, but... No, right? Like, I liked it more than that. Past Lives is apparently very good. One of my coworkers did see that. You know... And he's usually, like, a pretty, like, artsy kind of dude. He seemed to really like it. Apparently, a lot of people... If it's the movie I'm thinking of, a lot of people are, like... leaving the theater early for that movie, which makes me want to see it more. I love shit like that. The only time I've consciously seen someone walk out of a movie before was for Belle, that one anime movie. And I knew the dude too. He was like a regular at that theater, so... Look, again, considering what Belle was, the first half of that movie, for a good chunk of that movie, I'm like, am I glad I saw this or not? By the end I was, but... I kind of get why he would walk out of the movie. Haunting of Venice, I did want to go see that. That was apparently pretty good. I am working so hard to figure out what this movie was. Oh yeah, Bo was Afraid. That was like a love it or hate it one. That was another one where one of my coworkers saw it. And he was like, it was the worst thing I saw in a minute. Which is really interesting hearing from him. It is apparently another one of those kind of like very artsy movies. I'd probably be into it, to be honest. Oh yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. That's a... Hey, related to that actually, there was the copyright on Steamboat Willie and Mickey Mouse. Specifically Mickey Mouse from that time and like from Steamboat Willie, not like the kind of current image they got of him now. is in public domain, which has... It's a good thing. I'm glad it happened. I will say a lot of what people have done with, like, making art of it and all that, a lot of what people are doing, I don't know if they're doing it to, like, because, oh, it's public domain, I can use it now, or if they're trying to make a point, if they're doing it, I don't know. But I feel like a lot of the ways people are... Oh yeah, we got Toxic Yuri on our team? Hell yeah. And, yo, friends, they got Watch JoJo. I agree with them, Watch JoJo. Y'all should watch JoJo. I think there is technically Toxic Yuri in Part 6. It just, I guess with the whole Mickey Mouse thing, it just feels like a lot of what people are doing is just like a parody thing, which with parodies, you could just do that before it was in public domain. So it just, at that point, it either feels like they don't have a good idea of what it is they're doing, or they're trying to make a point, but it's not like a good point. Or they're doing it to be trendy, which is also probably a thing. Is there someone around me? There was. And it's like, especially with, you know, you hearing me complain about Disney and them being shit lately, in terms of just what they're outputting. I'm all for shitting on Disney and all that, but like, we can be more, it's just, I don't know. I just figured people would be more creative about it, but it just kind of feels like a typical artist trend thing. Although cool stuff has certainly come out of it, even from the gaming side. You have the obvious horror game, like day one, the copyright ran out. They announced like, oh, Mickey Mouse horror game, official, whatever. And it's like, I guess I'll give them credit. They were at least like fast on it. Again, it was like day one, and they had it ready, mostly ready. Ready to make like an announcement or like a show-off trailer for it. So it's like, you know, I respect the hustle in that regard. Then there was like some other indie game. I forget. It was like a twin-stick shooter. I don't know if it's like a Vampire Survivor thing. I forget the name. Apologies. But that one actually, it was like a couple days after the copyright ran out. They added Mickey Mouse from Steamboat Willie as a playable character, and that's cool. I like how they did it there. That's the kind of stuff where I'm like, okay, now we're talking. Throw one more suction bomb on here. Okay, I'm safe. You're welcome. You're welcome. That was sick. That wasn't. We got the shit. Okay, saved it. No! Avenge me. Avenge me. I think we got it? Maybe. They pushed a bit into our stuff. Alright, nice. Oh, hell yeah. Number 1 tactical user, 2 enemy splatter, 2 super jump spot. I'm doing so good. Silver and gold. I'm gonna keep looking through. Again, I swear I saw something I didn't really like. Bottoms, my friend, my coworker friend saw that. I don't know. I actually never asked her if it was good or not. Although looking through this movie list is making me realize, wow, I did watch quite a bit of movies, because there's a good chunk of stuff popping up. Okay, maybe it was dumb money? Just because, like, I enjoyed it enough, it was enjoyable enough in a vacuum, but and like some of the performances were really good, but I didn't really like how it was an inaccurate portrayal of the situation, or where it wasn't, or like some things were inaccurate, some things they left out, that kind of stuff. Maybe it was that one, because I don't like, I guess that's what bugs me about true stories and stuff, where it's like it's hard to watch something that's like based on a true story, because chances are I can't just take its word for it. So when I see people coming out of a theater like that and being like, oh wow, I can't believe that actually happened, I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. In terms, I could also talk about music, but I think I'd rather save that for the Tricolor stream, just so I can have something to talk about. Though I will say, in terms of recent music, there were like 3 albums that came out, or there were like 3 bigger artists putting out albums that came out like yesterday, or like, yeah, yesterday. It's like new Kid Cudi album, new 21 Savage album, new Kali Uchis album. And you know me, I've already listened to the 21 Savage album and the Kali Uchis album when I was trying to get over my headache. Home brother. Don't spam your stupid weapon up here. Just try to push. It didn't help you either way. You're dead. You're dead now. Who is this? Good job. Have a soda. Nope. Okay. And I couldn't even... Oh. Alright. I really just need to make it an instinct to look and shoot up. To shoot up whenever I hear that dreaded sound. Nope. They'll never see this coming. Yeah, it only takes 4 shots to get me with the blah blobber, but it's not gonna matter if you can't fucking hit me! Nice. Now I can use... I could be putting point sensors in both spots. I don't know why I'm not. You know what? I'll go do that right now. Please. There we go. Uh-oh. Nah, we'll be fine. Man, there really was a lot of movies that came out this year. And we did it, we're rulers. I think I'll actually stop with that one. Man, I'm up to like 250 this year. Nothing, it's not showing up. I'm gonna say it was dumb money too? But I don't think that's right either. Oh, man, I don't fucking know. I'll figure this out by next time. I'll let you know then. All right, let's divvy up the conch shells. I think I got 3? 5. Fish at work. Fish having fun. Ooh. Okay. Not bad. Straightforward adventurer. Sure. Come on, give me the goods. Eh. Head to the general store. Lowish. I can't wait to eat after this. I'm hungry, man. What'd I get? Oh? Not bad. Day-seasoned pianist. Okay. They should have trombonist, because that would work for me. And it would work even better, because now there's a trombonist in the Splatoon universe. It's that blue-ringed octo fella. She's cool. You know, I wasn't really paying attention to it. I don't really know if we were seeing one team more than the other. Kind of seemed balanced. Oh man, look at this. I forgot to even look around the lobby. But there's such amazing decorations for these. Also, if I haven't mentioned before, all the Deep Cup members have cool outfits. Big Man is swagged up. But I gotta say, my favorite's probably Shiver. Really good post here. I don't know, she's got like a whole Ice Queen thing going on. It's really fucking good. Also, since last time, I finally got my Deep Cut amiibos. I've already gotten all the gear from them. They're nice. They're really good. I love Big Man's amiibo. It's so like flat and like shiny. It's great. Man, look at this place. Look at the people even. Such lively people. Alright, but yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the first stream. I might do a little bit more regular Turf Wars, but next time it's gonna be mainly a focus on Tricolor as always. Don't really know what the map is this time. I think they like keeping the secret now. What is... Oh. So yeah, I have work tomorrow when Tricolor becomes available, so I'll be doing it on Sunday morning. Or not Sunday morning, but after I wake up Sunday and before work then. So you can expect me to be live then with Tricolor. You keep popping in and out for me. Relax. Let's call it through, please. After this, after this stream, we can call it a 3-way tie. It's fine. Even when I was winning, I did not feel good. I tried to play support. It really did not work. I'm a lone man doing my own thing and busting people up, trying to bust people up to the best of my abilities at heart. I can't do support. Maybe, actually, it'll be even worse during Tricolor. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll switch to E-Leader for a bit of fun. But whenever I do go live, which will be on Sunday, if you need to know exactly when I go live, you can always follow the channel, turn on notifications. If you need to know, or you can also follow the Stream Archive channel, Zeter Streams 966 Mod on YouTube, where I host almost every previous stream I've done, where I also post when I go live, and any other links you may need are on both channels. With all that said, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a good time this Frosty Fest. For what fun there is. Hell yeah. And I'll see you I'll see you for the halftime for Tricolor. It'll be fun. I really wish I had a more stable hand for the camera.